Enlarge, the author's Nintendo Switch, inserted into the Nyko Portable Docking Kit. Cables aren't inserted into its backside for this product shot. Nyko had clearly been watching my Nintendo Switch coverage. The accessory maker invited me to an E3 demo this summer with promises of all kinds of new, third-party Switch accessories, but this wasn't about carrying cases or screen protectors. The invite front-loaded one accessory above them all: the Nyko Portable Docking Kit. Ever since I first played with a Switch, I've been wanting a reasonably priced, hyper-portable dock to toss into my laptop bag, to better enable an impromptu "let's hook Mario Kart up to a TV party." Nintendo's official dock, as I found, is designed for nothing of the sort. Nyko demonstrated something that plain and simply got the job done. But that was during its flashy E3 demo. How would that translate into a final product? The answer finally arrived in my mailbox this week, following a quiet rollout to retailers in the States. The result is modest and gets the job done, though its specific issues may very well be deal-breakers for people who want it all in a truly portable Switch dock. Dock official dock on the left, Nyko's version on the right. Other side of box. Nyko clearly doesn't blow its budget on a design department. The red plastic holder inside the box. A 2.1 meter 6.8 HDMI cable is under the dock on the right. Out of the box. The AC adapter is half matte, half glossy. The dock is all matte. A side angle. The Nyko AC adapter is a little smaller than Nintendo Switch AC adapter, and Nyko's option also has a retractable plug. That's not a stable way to seat a Nintendo Switch. Nyko agrees, which is why it puts a dock stabilizing flap of plastic on the bottom. You'll need a fingernail to slide and pop it out. It comes out and goes back in quite easily, at least. Flap in place. It has a jut of plastic that the Nintendo Switch fits into. Switch and dock in place. But a small portion of both bottom vents is blocked by the plastic flap. Closer look at vents and ports. These ports are identical to the ones on the official Nintendo Switch dock. The $50 portable docking kit measures 4.5 x 3.75 x 0.69. In Switch terms, it's basically the size of 3 Joy-Con controllers side by side. It comes with an HDMI cable and an AC adapter with a USB Type-A connection, and both cords measure roughly 6.62 meters, which is decent for plugging into whatever TV you might want to access at a friend's house or a public venue. Nyko's dock is remarkably smaller than Nintendo's official dock, and that's the primary selling point. If you want a dock that you can pack into a bag and you don't want that bag to be a full-sized briefcase, then Nyko has a roughly 75% reduction for you. 75%. The reason for that shrinkage is that Nyko has removed all of the stabilization and homos bulk that Nintendo built into its official product. Nintendo slapped a pretty tiny circuit board into its bloated dock, which does offer a stable just-drop-it-in experience, not to mention a cord-hiding door and a cushy, spring-loaded mechanism to make inserting and removing the Switch so easy. Nyko clearly isn't trying to compete with those bullet points. Its plastic case is almost identical in dimensions to the circuit board packed inside, which is quite different in design than Nintendo's circuit board, as shown in the below-teardown gallery. Nyko has obviously come up with its own workaround solution to replicating the Nintendo Switch dock and project to a TV experience. I'll get to that. To actually use this thing, you'll need to take an unusual step: finish the construction yourself. Sticking a Switch onto the Nyko dock is all kinds of unstable in its default appearance, so you have to turn the Nyko dock over and remove a small, firm piece of plastic by sliding and flicking it out of a gap at the bottom of the unit. Then, insert this backing flap into the top of the dock. When you're done using the dock, take the flap out and stick it back into the bottom. Still, no matter how you slice it, the dock will always have a little USB Type-A nub sticking out, and, without any special plastic casing around that nub, you'll always face the anxiety that a careless toss into a laptop bag could dislodge or break it. Once you're done assembling, inserting the Switch is stable enough, though the Switch doesn't pop in and out nearly as smoothly as on the official dock. In fact, Nyko had to mail me a secondary piece of review hardware because, with the first unit I received, I had to consistently yank the Switch out with surprising force. The follow-up dock I received was still a little firm to insert and remove, but nothing nearly as alarming. The dock's feet are small, rubber nubs, meant to keep the hardware in place while sitting on a stable surface. Once you have everything connected, Nyko dock, HDMI, AC adapter, and a Switch, you mostly get the docked experience you'd expect from the official dock. I tested it on both of my TVs, including an LG OLED, and I scrutinized them both for visual artifacts, even doing some back-and-forth testing on both docks of various still images to check for obvious pixel crawls or discoloration. What I perceived was the identical docked 1080p maximum resolution video feed on both docks. If Nyko has cut any visual corners, they've done a damned good job of concealing them. Sleep no more. What does an imitator switch dock circuit board look like? I'd only had to remove 6 Phillips head screws to find out. The Nyko dock circuit board puts its primary chips on the front side, not the back. The official switch dock puts chips on both of its sides as seen at iFixit. For comparison, this is one of 2 images taken from iFixit's official Nintendo Switch dock teardown. This is the front side of the official dock circuit board. It has more chips on its backside, and it definitely has more chips than Nyko's take. The USB Type-A docking portion on Nyko's hardware tilts slightly, for the sake of propping your Switch up at an angle. But it doesn't push all the way down for portability's sake, unless you open the kit up. And here we see one reason why this moving dock mechanism is seated directly on top of the entire unit's ribbon cable. Small black plastic nubs prevent any push on the ribbon and also keep the Switch itself from falling over. Nyko could have possibly put a catching mechanism in here, to allow greater USB port hiding when tossing the dock into a bag, but this dock is clearly opting for affordability. But there's a surprising and annoying catch to Nyko's offering, and it proves out the issues of trying to emulate Nintendo's Signalto TV implementation. When a Switch is plugged into the Nyko dock and woken from sleep, Nyko's dock cannot properly tell your TV that the Switch is ready for TV mode. Something's wrong with the HDMI wake implementation here. The only way to get the Nyko Portable Dock to send a Switch signal to your TV is to connect your Switch when its screen is on. I confirmed this on both Nyko docks that I received and on both of my TVs. This may very well be due to the Nintendo Switch's new firmware, version 4.0, which only rolled out to system owners this week. I have sent questions to Nyko asking about the issue and will update my review with any response. For now, this limitation puts a giant asterisk on the Nyko dock and truly makes it a portable-only option. In good news, at least the 4.0 firmware's new USB headphone option totally works with the Nyko dock. I was able to connect a wireless USB hub to the Nyko dock and enjoy a pair of wireless headphones while switching on the couch. Venting about vents should that issue be fixed or resolved. However, I would still argue against the kit being a useful second Switch dock for home use, mostly because of the less than secure connection. It works fine in a pinch and stays stable, and it even supports the original dock's default USB ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, 1 USB 3.0 port, but I would absolutely not plug a controller or other might get moved around cable into this thing, to avoid any possible wobbling of its relatively unstable port connection. There's also the matter of the Switch's lower, backside vents being slightly blocked by Nyko's plastic flap. While docked, the Nintendo Switch goes into a higher clock processing mode, and the result is enough extra horsepower to jump from the system's portable 720p resolution to a TV-friendly 1080p resolution. Some games don't jump quite to 1080p, but most games take advantage of docked mode's higher clocks in one way or another. Nintendo's official dock includes hard tossy cutouts that let the Switch spew out as much heat, take in as much outside air from its lower vents as possible. The system runs a little warmer through its top vent, but those lower vents still produce significant heat. A Switch will feel warm to the touch after hours of non-stop play, even when running in the official dock. Nyko's plastic flap adds 1 cm of blockage on each of its 4.2 cm vents. I don't know about you, but I don't like any extra trapped heat in my portable electronics beyond what they're designed to withstand. I let some non-stop Mario Kart 8 Deluxe replays run for an hour on the Nyko dock, which are rendered in real time and thus count as a decent hardware stress test. The system heat that I felt afterward seemed identical to a similar test on Nintendo's dock. That being said, goodness, Nyko, please cut some slits into the backing plastic flap for any future runs of this product. Do not block the default cooling systems, even a tiny bit. Nintendo is in no way going to honor its warranty if the user reports an overheated Switch due to use of a Nyko dock. Enlarge. One way to protect that protruding USB Type-A slot from getting damaged in your bag: wrap the AC adapter and its cord around the dock. Not elegant in the slightest. Really, that's the thing about a product like this: you're putting a major system function into a third party's hands. The established device makers at Nyko are in a better position than hobbyists, Chinese knockoff sellers, and Kickstarter builders, all of whom have trotted out portable dock concepts to pledge dedication and support to such a product. But the tech industry really doesn't have a long line of third-party output. Devices that have proven to be fine to pick up and slap onto your phone, laptop, or other device beyond, basic cables. The kit ultimately feels like a first-gen version of a product that could be great, if Nyko offers a better way to fold the USB nub down, which might be possible, based on what I noticed in my teardown gallery above, a better guarantee of air ventilation, and a fix to the wake from sleep issue, then it'll be on to something that still doesn't have to be a perfect home dock. Certain concessions seem fine for a product like this. Nyko just makes too many on top of that. Give Nyko's portable docking kit a shot if you're desperate and have tools to cut out your own ventilation slits for now. Otherwise, wait for version 2.0.